persuasive speech I chose to talk about is child abuse and neglect. Childhelp.org states that child abuse is when a child is physically, sexually, emotionally, and mentally abused. All four of these topics are very major and can affect a child for a lifetime. The reason I chose this topic is because I feel very strong about it. To a parent, their child is the most important thing in their life. Most parents would do just about anything for their child, even give up their own life. You can't even imagine hurting them or putting them in danger, but at the same time that you are holding your child and telling them how much you love them, another child is being abused, starved, and even killed. I believe that every child has the right to a worry-free and painless life. And JoyfulHeartFoundation.com says that more than 5 children die every day in the country as a result of child abuse and neglect, and up to 1 million children witness domestic violence in their home each year. This number is staggering and growing every year and is unacceptable. I feel there should be more DHR workers stepping in with this high of a number of children. And APA.org states that child abuse is no doubt a hidden epidemic in our society and is going unannounced. As a mom, I just don't see how you could do any of these things to an innocent child. In my opinion, a mom plays a very big role in a child's life. They're the ones that comfort them when they are down and pick them up when things aren't going right. But you have some moms that give their children to anyone and don't want any part in raising them or being a mom. Instead, they want to put them in harm's way, letting something horrible happen to them. In the news, it seems to come up more often of people abusing their children or someone else's child. Like on WHNT.com, a man in Huntsville was arrested with rape, sodomy, and sexual abuse to a child under the age of 12. This poor child will always remember this and will probably have some kind of physical and mental problems later on in life. A lot of children that are sexually abused lash out at people that try to help them because they don't feel like they can't trust anybody. My husband is a teacher, and he alone sees some pitiful children in his school system, and I think there should be more teachers to step up and put their foot down and get to the bottom of these children getting hurt. Some of the children that come to school, that is their safe place, and that's where they can be children. They don't have to worry about being mistreated or hurt. There they are loved on and have the support that they desperately need. I also think that school counselors play a big part in an abused child's life. With them, they can gain the trust that's needed and get the child to open up about their problems and how they are being treated at home. Emotional abuse of a child is commonly defined as a pattern of behavior by parents or caregivers that are seriously interfere with a child's cognitive, emotional, psychological, or social development. According to HelpDay.com, constantly belittling, threatening, or ignoring children can be as damaging to their health as physical or sexual abuse. With no bruises to spot, pediatricians, teachers, and family members may have trouble recognizing these other forms of psychological abuse. Some parents may emotionally and psychologically harm their children because of stress, poor parenting skills, social isolation, lack of available resources, or inappropriate expectations of their children. They may emotionally abuse their child because the parent or caregivers were emotionally abused themselves as children. If you think about it, you can see how mental abuse can really affect a child. Think about their social life. They will always think in the back of their head, am I really good enough? Trying to find their soulmate or a job, the same thought will still be in the back of their head. Really, am I good enough? According to health.usnews.com, in the United States, an estimate that 8 to 9% of women and 4% of men report severe psychological abuse during their childhood. Although these are low, these numbers climb every year. There are many websites out there that could give you more information and help about child abuse and neglect. If we all could pull together and stand up against child abuse, we could make a difference in so many children's lives. That way we could put a stop to children being starved, abused, and killed.